We're good.
Can
Thank
you-
you for having us.
Thank you for giving us the opportunity to meeting you. Can you tell us about what you guys do?
Well, we are both in charge, so to speak, of the Philippine Ballet Theater that's here in Florida now, strictly for rehearsals and classes. But we had a gala performance at the Plaza Hotel Ballroom in New York, and then at the Silangan Hall of the Embassy. And from here, we're headed to Los Angeles to perform at the Wilshire Eagle Theater on October 30 at 4 o'clock in the afternoon.
Yeah, so we're taking advantage now and inviting all our relatives and friends in Los Angeles to come and watch the show.
Wonderful. And what exactly? I'm sorry. What was your name and what you guys do in the ballet?
I'm Marilu Magsaysay. I'm the president of the company.
I'm Marichu Nepomuceno.
Okay.
I'm the vice president.
And how long have you been doing this?
Very long.
Very long.
Okay.
Years.
And what kind of inspired you to start doing this?
Well, for myself, my daughter used to dance for Philippine Ballet Theater in 2004. So that gives me about 20 plus years in a company.
Wow! Congratulations.
Thank you.
And she has a school for the performing arts.
Oh wow!
Yeah.
Congratulations again.
Thank you.
Yeah, in my case, it's a ballet background from the age of 7. And once you stop dancing, somehow you get involved in it as a board member or as the artistic council. And it's been a long ride.
I could imagine. So it's being part of the creative and operation. There's a lot of moving parts, right?
Yeah.
And how for viewers that are watching this, can you explain to us on how is it? Do you build relationship in the community? How you remember how you guys started? Can you tell us about that?
Yeah, you do start with building relationships, and our biggest job is really the funding, finding the funding for the company to run, and being sure that our talented girls and guys are being given the best classes available and the best training. And I think so far we have succeeded in that.
Wonderful, wonderful. I could imagine, getting funding. That's a little bit of a hurdle at times, right? Sometimes, or most of the time, it's a struggle, and then there's times that it just come out of nowhere from grace of God, and it's really easy. But in the very beginning, how difficult was that for you guys, and then also how difficult also to find talent at the same time?
The talent is natural. Finding it is not difficult. It's just that, believe it or not, most of them come from financially handicapped families, and they have amazing talent. You just have to be able to find ways of supporting them so they can come to class, giving them all the materials they need, like leotards, tights, shoes. And toe shoes are really expensive. So that's where the bulk of our work comes in.
Okay. How was it in the very beginning and until now? Can you tell us a story that's the most remarkable story that you guys dealt with in the past?
Yeah, it used to be that ballet was very high up, but now our mission is to bring ballet to everyone. So we have this program. We bring to our company to the cities that have less arts in their places. So we go there for our talented dancers to perform, and we also have this scholarship program. They are connected with Sayaw Foundation, and they get scholars for us to teach also. So we go to the places,
to the masa.
and for our performances, like we perform, we are a resident company of the Cultural Center of the Philippines.
Okay.
So we have our program also for public schools to be able to watch our shows. So we get high school, grade school students to come and enjoy our show, which we have every 3 times a year. We have this show at the Cultural Center of the Philippines. We give them free tickets to watch our show. So we are able to reach the different sectors of the society.
Oh, okay. That's amazing. What about being in the States? How do you guys, as a team in the operation side, how do you make sure that the city that you're visiting, there is going to be in demand, or it's going to be, make sure that there's going to be people? How do you guys do that part?
The producers, actually, that's their job.
Okay.
We bring the talents and the show. And it depends. Like in this particular case, we are doing the music of Jo Marie Chan because this is his 55th year in the music industry. And then the second half is Serye at Sayaw. You know, everybody watches teleserye. So we get the music from there. And it's choreographed by our artistic director, Ron Heinario. And this is what we're performing on this trip. Now for LA, we have an added number. We're doing the pas de deux of Le Corsaire, which is one of the most difficult pas de deux. So they see a little of everything. They see the classical part, then they see dancing to Jo Marie Chan's music, and then the serie songs.
Okay.
We are just very lucky that our audiences really receive us very warmly.
Okay.
These are Filipino Americans, so they understand our music and they enjoy what they see. In New York, they were humming and singing the songs.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Wow.
So it's very heartwarming for us, for our dancers, to see that the audience really appreciates them.
So how long is I've heard from other people that it's very difficult doing this, and how long does it take to practice to make sure it's perfected, and if it's I guess we'll ask that question and I'll ask another question after that.
It takes months of rehearsals, and we're talking every day. That's why for us, being here is a blessing, because Harrod Conservatory allowed us to use the studios free of charge. And so yesterday and today we have 4-hour class and rehearsal, and coaching by Tina Santos. Tina used to be a principal dancer of the San Francisco Ballet.
A Filipina.
And Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, we have classes and rehearsals in the morning only, since this is a school for dance.
Okay. My next question is, was there any difficulty for the dancers learning the technique, and how would you train them, or how would you train them in the past with the experience that you guys have?
We have a Russian ballet master for over 20 years now.
Wow.
Yeah, and what you see, which I hope you have time to watch one of the dances,
Yes.
Is basically the product of both Anatoly Panasyukov and Ron Heinario. They're amazing dancers, amazing.
Okay. How long are you guys gonna be here in the States? And
Leaving November 2.
November to back to the Philippines.
Okay.
And you will see that these dancers are really technically trained, plus the emotions, the charm, you'll see them.
Yeah, from my understanding, it's actually it's difficult. It's a very difficult thing to do.
Technically demanding.
Yeah, it is.
And physically too, right?
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah, you have to be really very focused on what you're doing.
Definitely.
And they have this love for dance.
Okay.
So
So it
that
makes
counts a lot.
So it makes it easier for them to
Yeah, they
to
suffered
rehearse.
for 2 years from for the COVID
Yeah.
lockdown.
Yeah.
And they would have to be exercising, doing their bar, everything in their own homes.
Right.
And sometimes it's like a 6x6, 8x8, and that's where they're keeping their talent alive
Okay.
and doing their pirouettes and everything else at home.
Oh, okay.
They never
What-
stopped.
during the pandemic.
Yes.
Oh, okay.
Just continuous.
Continuous and was it any kind of virtual that everyone had to do to make sure?
Yeah.
And so it's a different experience for them, right?
Definitely,
But still, they still went on and execute their what needed
They
to.
had classes every day.
And classes every day. That's marvelous. So what's next after here? I know you said you're going to LA, right?
Yes.
And how long is that
It's
show?
a one-night show.
Okay.
And but it's going to be longer than what we had in New York because of the extra number.
Okay.
And even in Jo Marie's portion, I
Yes.
think we've added 2 more songs.
Okay.
So it should be a really good show.
Okay.
You might cry. That's why I want you to watch.
I'll definitely.
one of the numbers.
I'll definitely.